Hey y'all. So it looks like on yesterday, President Trump signed an executive order that kind of gave a head nod to homeschoolers and to school choice. And so let's go ahead and take a look at that here. So this is the actual executive order. Um, by the authority of by the authority vested in me as president by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, and in order to ensure the education, health, safety, and well-being of Americans' children are most essential resource upon which the future of great nations depend, it is hereby ordered as follows. So this is the executive order on expanding educational opportunity through school choice. Now, I am not going to read this entire executive order. I am going to link this below. Um, but I am going to basically give you guys some bullet points on what the executive order talks about. So it basically talks about how the prolonged denial of in-person learning opportunities has brought a lot of consequences to children, including but not limited to there's been a decline in reports of child maltreatment, indicating that allegations are going unreported, and this is driven in part by social isolation from school teachers and staff that students would typically interact with. School closures are impacting food security and physical activity. Student absences, including virtual learning, has doubled, which absenteeism is associated with depression, abuse, alcohol and drug use, teenage pregnancy, juvenile delinquency, and suicide attempts. School closures have been especially difficult for family with children with special needs. You have 80% of children with special needs that are not receiving the services and support to which they're actually entitled, and about 40% which are not receiving any service or support during this time that the schools are closed. Black children, Hispanic children, and low income children are also being disproportionately affected due to school closures, likely to have long-term economic effects on children and their families as far as impacting their lifetime earnings. And so because of this, Trump has signed this executive order that is providing emergency learning scholarships for students. These funds will be available through the Community Service Block Grant program to provide emergency learning scholarships to disadvantaged families for use by any child without access to in-person learning. So these scholarships may be used for tuition and fees at private schools, okay, at parochial schools, home schools, micro schools, and learning costs, special education and related services, including therapies or tutoring and remedial education. Okay, so if you actually want to homeschool your child, if you want to send them to a private school, if you need special education services for your child, even up to tutoring, all of these things can be covered under this grant. And so the organization that they're working with, the Community Development Block Grant, is the organization that'll be administering these grants. And this is one of the longest running programs of. It's connected to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. And these funds go to local communities for like development activities and all kind of stuff, honestly. And so this particular grant has been available, but now I'm guessing how this is going to work is they're going to allocate some of those funds differently. And so to apply for this, you do have to be low income or a disadvantaged family. Your child is not currently receiving in-person instruction. And I'm not exactly sure of all the ins and outs of this. I'm not sure how this will pan out after the switch of administrations or whatever the case may be. But if you are interested in this, I definitely think it would be something good to keep an eye out on, and also get in contact with the people in your state, in your local community that does the applications for these grants. Um, and kind of just touch bases with those people. It may be a waiting list. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so I am going to leave the link below in my description box. It has the contact person, the office, the phone number, whatever, how to get in contact with the people in your state if this is something that you would like to apply for and know more information. Like I said, the executive order was just signed yesterday, but I don't think it would ever hurt to, if you are interested, touch bases with these people, let them know you're interested, and just start asking questions and see what all you need to do to apply your children for this grant. But all right, y'all. So those are my thoughts. Leave your thoughts below. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Bye.